what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment...
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up is Jordan Brooks. He put up numbers last week with a 9.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 13 carries, 60 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Throwing on first down is Lance. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Niners had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Ochinowosu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there. And the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade. Now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
It wasn't the easiest of times in Denver for Drew Lock, who was unseated after a single 4-win season as the Broncos starter. The Russell Wilson trade sent him to a fresh start and a starting opportunity with the Seahawks. Maybe a change of scenery is exactly what's needed to bring the potential out of the former 2nd-round pick.
Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
Oh, he shifts past him. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Oh,
runs a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Locke to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Part of check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance out to his left. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Holding, conceding.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Touchdown, 49ers! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Walker on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays on this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll get this out wide to Penny. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he'll take. 25 before going out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Second and 5 now. Locke throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. They have the short field. Work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Next possession now for Trey Lance and the Niners. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so we'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on 1st down.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some lies to you.
One-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Locke going to throw on the first play. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Locke now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. Inside the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance steps away. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A good pickup there, 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
You don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here we go. Run the ball. Run the ball.
Lance now on 1st down. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Mitchell again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Now again to the big fullback use check. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here we go. Here we go. 3-3.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They look to throw. It's Locke. On the move to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties with big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Red, cycle. Long red. Flag 2.
Lance looking to throw it. And he finds Tyler Croft. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
The Niners had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the double.
Here's Lance to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Again, it's Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And Lance now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Trey Lance Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Locke now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw again on second down. Locke, incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. On play action, Lance. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Working from the gun, Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On second down, it's Walker. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Locke. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw it is locked. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away from that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. Now it's Lance. They shakes him off. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. And Lance going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Block now to throw. He's got his... Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lance in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Ready?
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A final shot before half for Lance. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. keep the drive alive. So we've come upon well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Trey Lance and the 49ers set to return to the field here. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have recovered. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. It's caught. Lockett. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and he...
Touchdown! Kenneth Walker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Rolling to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to
push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Locke. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Buying time. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Go, 17.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Right back to Mitchell here. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Lance now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gould with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 74 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now to the air, Locke. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Straight ahead, Walker. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. The This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. It's a room to maneuver. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That good for 19 and a first down. Penny up the middle. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Locke. The quick slam caught. A Locke-finding fan for the Seahawks first down. Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Locke going to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Lance now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So the victory here for Seattle.